Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 3, week 6 of our journey together. That's day number 3, week 6 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so today we
Yes, sir.
continue our journey with sets. We are coming down to the tail end of sets. I think that we have done rigorous exercises and explanations on sets, such that if you see sets on your exam and you don't get it right, that is not my fault. All right. So let's head up properly. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's actually Wednesday. And we know what tomorrow is, right?
Thursday, quiz day.
Tomorrow is quiz day. So make sure that you are studying so that when it's time to take the quiz, you only have to do it but once. All right, so mathematics. The topic is set diagram questions. So for this one, we are gonna combine. So basically for this exercise, for this one, we're gonna be looking at set represented in roster form. And then from that set, those sets represented in roster form, we're going to represent them using a Venn diagram. So that's gonna be nice to see how we can start with the roster form of a set and then transform it into a set Venn diagram. Okay, and when I say roster form of a set, what I mean is that it's just basically when you have it listing out, all right? That's roster form. So let's begin with this question. This is just an example. So example number 1. And so let's say that we have the set. So we're gonna start off with this. Let me put this on the side. We're gonna start off with this symbol. And what does that mean?
Universal set.
Universal set.
Universal set. And so let's say that the universal set contains the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, and 14. So that's the universal set. And let's say that we have set A, not set A, set X, such that set X is going to be equal to 2, 4, 8, and 10. And set Y equals to 6, 8.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon, 6, 8, and 14. All right, so tell me, class, what are the elements that are in set X? What are the elements that are in set X?
2, 4, 8,
2,
4, 8.
2, 4, 8, and 10. What are the elements of set Y?
6, 8, 14.
6, 8, 6, 8, and 14. Very good. Okay, so with that in mind, let's answer these questions. So the first one says, this is part A. It says, hey, using, how many sets do I have here? How many sets do I have?
3.
Three sets.
How many sets?
Three.
3 sets, because the universal set still counts as a set. So using the sets above, they want you to state whether each statement is true or false. So for these ones, you're gonna tell me if it's true or is it false. And so I want you to answer inside the chat for me. Please do not answer out loud. Let's say that this is AI. You're gonna tell me if it's true or if it's false. Do not answer out loud. Jeremy, how can you put true when I haven't put in the question yet? That doesn't make sense. So 8, so let me put it. So we have 8, whatever this symbol means, whatever it means, who knows? Capital Y. And tell me if it's true or false. All right, don't say it out loud. Tell me what you think. Is it true or is it false? Using the sets above, say whether each statement is true or false. So we have 8, this symbol, and then Y. What does that mean? Is it true or is it false? What do you think? All right, the answers are trickling in. Is it true or is it false? AI, is it true or is it false? 8, this symbol, and then Y. All right, I want everyone to answer inside the chat, please. Only 26 persons participate. I want everyone to answer. Is it true or is it false? What do you think? False, false, false. Aaron says true. Most persons says false. Most persons says false. All right. Why do you say it's false? Why do you say it's false?
Because eight is
It's a part of the
Because 8 is what?
8 is the element of Y.
Because 8 is an element of Y. Very good. So this statement says, right? This statement says 8. So Renaya, since you haven't learned since you haven't learned this symbol, then write it down. This means it's not an element of, okay? It means it's not an element of. So this is saying 8 is not an element of Y, right? But clearly 8 is a part of what? Y, right? So 8 is a part of Y. And so that's why this statement is definitely false, because 8 is a part of Y, like C8 right there. Okay, so the answer here is false, because what that statement is saying is that 8 is not a part of Y, but we can see that 8 is a part of Y. So the answer is false. Next question. It's irritating. All right, question number 2. Four, the number 4. Four is an element of X. 4 is an element of X. True or false? Do not say it loudly what you think it is. Put inside the chat for me, please. True or false? 4 is an element of X. Is that true or is that false? Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. 4 is an element of X. Is that true or is that false? 4 is an element of X. Is that true or is that false? 4 is an element of X. Is that true or is that false? Four is an element of X. Is that true or is that false? All right, so let's see. All right, for all those persons who did answer inside the chat, thank you. All right, so most persons says true. Why y'all say true for this one? Why you say the answer is true for this one?
Because 4 is a part of X.
Say it again.
4 is an element of X.
Yeah, because 4 is an element of X. Like 4 is right here. If we look carefully, we can see that 4 is a part of X. Okay, 4 is a member of X. It's the member of the set. All right. And so the answer here is definitely going to be true. True, because 4 is definitely a part of X. So the answer is true. All right, next question. Gotta be paying attention to this one. I hope y'all remember the symbol, but the set 4, 6 is a subset of let's say, of set X. Put your hands inside the chat, please. Is it true or is it false? The set 4, 6 is a subset of X. Is that true or is that false? Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Is it true or is it false? The set 4, 6 is a subset of X. Is that true or is that false? Again, the set 4, 6 is a subset of X. Is that true or is that false?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Sinead. Sienna.
But for 2009, I'm not sure if you missed, just accidentally forgot to send me letter C for 2009. I don't have it, and I don't understand it enough to attempt it by myself.
Scroll down. It might be it might be below.
I did scroll.
It's not there?
No, sir.
So yeah.
No, sir, you didn't send a C for both 2009 and 2008.
It's weird. Okay. Skip that for now then.
Yes.
All right. So the set 4, 6 is a subset of X. Is that true or is that false? All right, most persons is saying false. Why y'all say false? Why would y'all say false?
Because that's its own set.
Say it again.
That's its own set.
Who's speaking? Ken Trinique?
Yes, sir.
No. No. Let's look at the set X. So the set X has
Because they don't share the same elements.
who said that?
Sam.
Sam? That's basically about true. Okay, so if you look at, let's call this set X, right? Okay. What all elements is a part of the set? It's gonna be what?
2, 4,
2,
8,
4,
8, and
8,
10.
and 10. Okay. Now a subset of this set would be like, I know we learned about subsets before. A subset of X would be like something like 8 and 10. Would that be a subset? Would
Yeah.
8 and 10 be a subset?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it would be a subset. Why? Because these two numbers are a part of
Same
X,
numbers.
right? Give me another subset. How about
2 and
4?
4.
4 and 8, right? What else is a subset? 4 and 8, what else?
2 and 4.
2 and 4, good. What else is a subset? 8 and 10, right?
8 and 10.
2 and 8, 4 and 10. Like all of them are subsets. Why? Because they are elements that are inside of the set grouped together. Okay. If you look at 4 and 6, is 4 and 6 a subset of X?
No,
No. Why?
6 isn't an element. It isn't an element of X.
Very good. Because 6 is not a part. If we look at X,
A
6
part
is
of
not a
X.
part of X. Okay. 6 is not there. So because 6 is not there, we cannot say that 4 or 6 is a subset of X because 6 is missing. Is that clear, y'all?
Yeah.
See.
Okay. So that's the reason. So let me clear all, clear all.
Mr. Boutique, check your phone.
All right, no problem. So this is gonna be what? True, false is gonna be false. And the reason why it's false is because, well, 4, 6, the element 4, 6 is not a subset of X. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's see. Let's go ahead and let's see the set. Let's say the set 8, not 8, sorry, 8, comma 14. Right? Is a subset of Y. Is that true or is that false? Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Is that true or is that false? Don't just go putting what everybody put. Make sure you know what it is. The set 8, 4, is it a subset of Y? The set 8 that contains 8 and 14, is it a subset of Y? Is that true or is that false? Put your hands inside the chat for me, please.
True.
Put the answer inside the chat. What y'all think it is? 814, is it a subset of Y? Is that true or is that false? All right, put your answer inside the chat for me, please. The set 814, the set containing elements 814, is it a subset of Y? True or false? Most persons are saying true. Michael, why do you think it's true? Michael, Woodstock,
Yes, sir.
why do you say it's true?
Because 8 and 14 is is element of Y.
Because 8 and 14 are elements of Y. Very good. And so 814 would be a subset of Y. So the answer here is going to be true. All right. How many persons said that? How many persons got that? Very good. So that's true. Again, this one is also false. Now, what they want us to do for the next portion is that they want us to, so we're going on to B now. So for B, you have to be very careful. For B, they want us to list the members. Let me make sure this is, let me put this in. So for B, they want us to list the members of the following sets. Now, if we're listing the members of the sets, that means we need what? What do we need when we listen the members of sets? We need what?
Curly bracket.
Curly brackets. So they want us to list the elements of this. So I want you to list the elements of X union Y. Put it inside the chat for me, please. List the elements of X union Y. And put that inside the chat for me, please. List the elements of X union Y. Again, list the elements of X union Y and put the answer inside the chat. X union Y. No, I said list the elements. List the elements of X union Y. List the elements of X union Y. All right, X union Y. So for X union Y, right, what does the union mean? What does the
One.
union? Say it again.
Together.
Together, right? What else? We say union, what does that mean? Join together, combine, right? All of them, right? And so if we're looking at the union of these two sets, obviously the union will contain all of the elements in X and all of the elements in Y. Do we repeat elements, Latavia?
No, sir.
So why are you repeating elements? There's no repeat of elements. Even though they have a repeat, you do not repeat them. All right, so don't repeat elements when you're writing the union. So the union would contain 2, then 4, then 6, and 8, then
They
10,
have to be in
and then 14. This is the union. All right, they don't have to be in order. You can list X first and then Y, it doesn't matter, but and so there you have it. How many persons got that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 14.
I did.
Okay. Very good.
I got it.
I got it.
All right, so that is the
I did.
union. Very good for those who got it. That's the union. You list all of the elements in X and Y combined. Now we want, here we want, the next one that we want is, and for this one, you gotta be very careful. Gotta pay attention, pay close attention. Next one, we want Y prime. Put your answers inside the chat for me, please. Y prime. What is Y prime or Y complement? I want all elements in Y complement. Okay, what is it going to be? I want all of the elements in Y complement. What is that going to be? Put your answers inside the chat, please. All of the elements in Y complement. Again, put your answers inside the chat, please. List all of the elements in Y complement. All right, Y complement. What does Y complement mean? What does Y complement mean?
All numbers that
Except Y.
Say it again.
Everything
besides Y.
Everything except for Y. So everything inside the universal set except for Y. So let me help you all understand what I mean. So what are the elements in the universal set? 2.
4, yeah.
No, the elements in the universal set. 2, 4, 6,
4,
10,
6,
8,
10, 12,
10, 12. 12, sorry. And what else? 14, right? So this is this right here. This is the universal set, right? Give me the elements in Y.
6,
6, 6,
6, 8, 5.
6, 8, 6, 8, and what else? 14, right? So basically, now I want the elements in Y prime or Y complement. So what I'm going to do in order to get the elements of Y complement is that all of the elements in Y, I'm going to move them from the universal set. So I don't want the 6. What else don't I want? I know I don't want the 6. What else? I don't want the 8. What else don't I want?
8,
What else do I want? I don't want the 14. Very good.
14.
Is that it? Only those 3?
Yes, sir.
Good. So Y complement would consist of which elements?
2, 4,
2.
4,
Whatever's
10,
left, right?
10,
2, 4, right? What else after 4?
12.
10, 12.
10. 10. What else after that? 12. Very
12.
good. 12. So we have 2, 4, 10, and 12. That's what the complement would contain. 2, 4, 10, and 12. And so the answer for this one is definitely going to be 2. For y complement, it's going to be 2, 4, 10, and 12. Now, how many persons got that?
I
mean-
did.
No, only one person? Who else got it?
Me. Oh, I got it.
Very, very good.
I only got 3 of those.
Yeah, you got it.
4
But you can't forget the 2, you can't forget the 4, nor the 10, nor the 12, okay? So there we go. So Y complement, by definition, is everything in the universal set except for
Y.
Y, all right? Everything in the universal set except for Y, all right? So just be careful with that. And I must say, everybody today is using curly brackets. So that's good. That's a big improvement. As for the most part, most persons are using curly brackets. Because every time you list the elements of the set, you must use curly brackets. Okay, the next one is now I want the number of elements in X. Put it inside the chat, please. What is going to be the number of elements in X? That's what that means. The number of elements in X. Put your answer inside the chat, please. What is the number of elements in X? All right, thank you, Bethany, Chardonnay, Waterfall, Anastasia, Malik, Dion, Chai, Kema, Gianna, Zara, Malia, Kaden, Michael, Taya, Renaya, Latavia. It's not X is equal to 4. It's just 4. China, Santos, Janelle. Janelle, you don't have to put the curly brackets around this because they just want the number. They just want the value. All right. So for this one, we just want to state the value of it. All right. The numerical value of it, which is just what? 4. Now, how do we know it's 4? Let me just explain it to you. If you look carefully, right, at the list of sets that we have, we see that set X, right, contains with numbers. Set X contains with numbers. We have what? What inside set X? 2, 4. What else? 8,
8
And
9,
10.
and 10. Very good. So they asked us for the number of elements, right? That's what the N stands for. The number of elements in X. All right. So the number of elements in X, we have to count. So it's gonna be 1, it's gonna be 2, it's gonna be 3, and finally the last one is going to be what? 4. And so that's the number of elements in X. All right. So that's correct. So the answer is 4. Okay, so now that we have done those, now it's time for the rest of them. The last part C. Yes, Renaya, you have a question?
Mr. Petit, sorry to bother you, but I don't understand today's work because I missed yesterday's class. Now I see you said my mommy.
No. Yesterday's class. You could understand today's class without, you don't need yesterday's class for today. So you have to tell me what you don't understand for the day.
Okay, that's all.
Tell me. Which
I
one?
came in late, so I basically don't understand everything here.
What time you came?
I came around 6:20 because of traffic, and my mom picked me up late from practice.
Okay. So let's explain this. I'm gonna go over it. So you
Yes,
have to
sir.
follow
Thank
me.
you.
No, you have to interact with me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's look at it. What are the elements in X?
2, 4, 8, and 10.
Very good. Is 8 a part of X?
Yes, sir.
But this thing says 8 is not an element of, not X, I'm sorry. Let's go to Y. What are the elements of Y?
6, 8, and 4. I mean 14, sorry.
Good. Is 8 a part of Y?
Yes, sir.
But this thing says 8 is not an element of Y. So is that true or false?
False. Because
False.
it says there, it's
8 is in
it's
Y.
yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the next one. What are the elements of X?
2, 4, 8, and 10.
Good. It's 4 and X.
Yes, sir.
That's why it's what?
True.
True. Good. Now, here this says the set 4, 6 is a subset of X. Do you see 4 and X?
Yes, sir.
Do you see 6 there?
No, sir.
That's why 6, 4, 6 is not a subset of X. That's why this is. That's why this is.
False.
Why is it false?
Because it's not a 6 is not a subset of X.
No, 6 is not an element of X. So therefore, this set cannot be a subset of X. Okay?
Oh, what do you mean by subsets?
Okay, so, all right, so let's go. So let's say you have a set. And so, what all we have? We have 2, we have 4, we have 8, and we have 10. So as basically a subset is a set within a set. So 2, 4 can be a subset of X because 2 and 4 is a part of X. You see that?
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes,
8
sir.
and 10 can be a subset of X because 8 and 10 are elements of X. You see that?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I mean by a subset. It's a set within a set.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now 8 and 14, is it a subset of Y?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why?
Because both of the numbers are elements of Y.
Very good. Now, this one say X union Y, right? X union Y. What is the union?
Union means equal.
Not equal. Union means combine. You ever go to a family reunion?
Yes, sir.
So that means all of your family members are there, all of them combined. So X union Y is all of them combined together. You understand that?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but you cannot repeat any numbers. You only get let them appear once. So 2, 4, we have 6
Would only
here.
show up once.
Yeah. 8, 10, and 14. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next. This one is Y complement. Okay. What that means is, I just explained that. I don't know if you were paying attention. But what that one is that basically I want all of the elements in the universal set except for Y. So what are the elements of Y? 6. So I cannot
8.
have 6. 8. So I cannot have 8. 14. So I cannot have 14. So basically the only numbers I could have is 2, 4,
4,
10,
10,
and 12.
12.
That's it. Because any other rest is going to be in Y, and I don't want no
Yes, sir.
elements in Y. You understand that?
Okay, so whatever elements of Y you can have in any of the other sets.
I cannot have in Y complement. If it's Y complement,
You
that
cannot
means
have it.
I cannot have none of those elements that are in Y in Y complement.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this one say the number of elements in X. So you have to count how many elements are in X.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so that's why the answer is 4. Because there are 4 elements in X.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mhm.
I understand it.
Thank you for asking. Anyone else have questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go on to the Venn diagram. So this one says they want us to complete Complete the Venn diagram. Writing each member of X and Y in the correct region. All right, so we have to use the same, these same three sets. All right, the universal set, X and Y, to complete the Venn diagram. So let's do that. Let me use this Venn diagram from here. So if we are trying to make a mimic of these particular three sets, what must we call this set and what must we call that set? If we're trying to make a mimic of this, if we're trying to make a mimic of these three sets on this side, right? What must we
X and
call
Y.
X and Y.
X and Y.
X and Y? Very good, X and Y. Okay, good. So we can call this one X. We can call this one Y. All right, so the first place to start when you're doing these sort of questions is you want to start with, what do they have in common? Okay, that's the first thing. So what do these two sets have in common, X and Y? What element do they have in common? One moment. What element do they have in common? What element or elements do they have in common?
2, 4,
4,
8.
12, 8.
No, just X
2,
and Y.
4,
Just X
8?
and
just
Y.
X and Y.
Just X and
Oh,
Y.
8.
8?
Oh,
8.
8.
Just
8.
X and Y. Just 8?
Just 8.
Only 8?
Yeah,
Only 8,
only
yes.
8.
No.
Very good. Only 8. So
Excuse me, Miss Witty.
go ahead.
You only set the solutions for up to 2014.
That's correct.
Do I do the rest by myself?
I wasn't expecting you to finish. Finish so fast.
I'll do.
Yeah, finish them. You understand it well enough to do it?
Yes, I think.
Okay. So 8 is common in both of them. So it's gonna be 2. After 2 is gonna be what? What else is as an X? We have 2, and we have what? 4.
4 and 10.
4, and what else?
8.
You didn't 10. I mean 10.
I mean 10, sorry.
Yeah. We have 8 already. So 2, 4, 8, and 10. Now, some person may be wondering, where did we get that from? But no need to worry, because I'm going to explain it again. So the idea is that, right? The idea is that this set is X, okay? Like this whole thing is X, and X has 4 elements, right? 2, the 2 comes right there, right? 4, the 4 comes right there. 8, the 8 comes here, right? And then 10, the 10 comes from right here. So that's where those numbers come from. You have to look at this set and make the correlation, all right? That's what we're looking at. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Next up. Let me end this. Okay, next up we have Ashton Webb. Do you have any questions? Ashton Webb. Ashton, if you can hear me, type inside the chat, please, if you have any questions, yes or no. Yes, Zaria.
Excuse me, Mr. Teacher. You see my mommy message?
No, I did not. Let me see. All right, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, now the next one is Y. So what elements are a part of Y?
6 and 14.
6 and 14.
6 and 14, right? We already have 8. So 6, gotta put 6 there. 8, we already have 8. 8 is a part of the intersection. And 14. So 14 goes there. So this is 6. And then this one is 14. All right, so we are done, right? We're done with this diagram. Is that correct? Are we finished? Are we finished?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Why you say no, Jevin?
Yes, sir.
What else do we need?
Number 12.
The number 12. Very good. Where does the 12 go?
Outside.
Outside. Very good. Please do not miss out on 12. All right. All right, so now we are done. So please do not forget that the 12 goes on the outside because the 12 goes on the outside, all right? Because it's not a part of either one. All right, any questions on this? Let me know if you have any questions.
No.
Okay, good. So if you clearly understand it, please put I in the chat. If you do not, put you. If you understand it, put I in the chat. If you do not, put you. All right, good. So I think it's now time for the graded exercise. So let's do it right now.
Yippee.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so grade exercise number 1. So let's say that inside my universal set, I have let's say in my universal set, I have 1, 2, no, not 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15, and 17. Let's say in set X, I have F3, 9, 13, and 17. And let's say for set Y, well, let me include 7 in now. 3, 7, 9. Say for set Y, we have one, 3, 7, or 1, 3, 5, and 7. You have to use these 3 sets to determine whether the statement above is true or false. So let's say that we have nine is an element of X, true or false. 3. It's not an element of Y. Then we have the set 7, 9. Is a subset of X. Set 1, 5. The subset of Y. It's the members of the union. Y prime equals to even the number of elements in X. All right, and now for C, complete the Venn diagram so that so that X and Y have their proper names and also have the proper elements in them. All right, so that's that. That's a great exercise. Do that for me, please. Please make sure that when you're finished with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Of the notes, as well as take a picture of the notes as well as the graded exercise.
Mr. Petit.
I see a message. So that means you're ready to go to the next one.
I guess so.
The next one is actually, I know the next one is vectors, but I want y'all to do I want you to go down to page 82 and do what is that? That is algebra and simplification. Naya.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
calling.
Can you send her the solutions for algebra and simplification, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sienna, she's gonna send you the solutions for algebra and simplification. Basically that one is that's basically reason why I skipped the rest is because it should be an easy topic, right? That's what it should be. So that's why I went to that. So basically it's factorization and cancellation combined. That's basically what it is. So see if you can follow the solutions and make sense of it. If not, then we could go over it once class is over. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hello. Can you let her know that the email is sent? Can you let her know that the email is sent?
Okay then, I'll let her know right now.
Thank you. All right.
I'm finished.
Yes, I see your work. Make sure I take a picture of your work and also take a picture of your notes as well as the work that I sent you. All right. Thank you. Waterfall. Okay. Waterfall, where's your Venn diagram for the second one?
I totally forgot to draw it. I'm so sorry.
Sabria.
Yes, sir.
I need a clearer picture than that, please. It's very blurry. And also I need you to send me the Venn diagram for this one.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, do you want us to send our work in? Because I can't hear you because on my side I'm a little laggy.
Yes, you can send the work in.
Still draw the box on Z?
Yes, of course.
Yes, sir. Mr. Petit, my mother asked if you got her money. Was she sent to you the picture? Because she's getting offended.
Did? Oh. Hello, tell your mommy I know we straight.
She said, okay, just making sure. She said, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
I sent him a set diagram work, Mr. Petit. Okay, I have to send it with Malik L. rules and
Yes, I
my
see it. I see it. I see it. I just saved the number. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Wait, can you hear me? I don't think my mic is working.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, so for the Venn diagram, is it fine for you to have like, so you see how you like put the numbers outside of the circle? Is it fine for you to have like two numbers outside of the circle? Like, is it
Yeah,
normal?
that could happen. That could happen.
Thank you, sir.
I want everyone to send in their work, not only a few students. I need everyone sending their work. Yes, Sarah?
That's the thing. Why should not finish with your work?
You finished?
No, sir.
Why?
I am on C.
Okay. Aaron Kalel. Where's Aaron? Aaron, where's your work? Aaron Kalel, what number are you on? You know what? Just answer your phone. Answer your phone, Aaron. I'm calling you on your phone. I need everyone to send in their work, please. Once you finish. Tyrone, what number are you on? Tyrone Adderley. B. Okay. Tyro, you finish?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
I said yes, sir.
So the current did not turn on yesterday.
It did later.
How later?
I don't know. But it was off like when class first started. I know that.
Okay. I thought you was gonna be at YEP.
No, sir, the starting date is next week, Wednesday.
Okay. Taya, you finish?
Yeah, so I sent you the.
Okay, how about you, Tanaz Forbes? Are you done with your work?
I'm on C.
You want to see? Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Naya.
I sent you the work.
All right, perfect. So you sent in all of factorization. What's the next topic?
1 second. The next one says probability.
All right, yeah, go on to that.
Yes, sir.
Matthew, are you done with your work? Matthew,
Yeah, sir.
you sent it in already?
My mother in there, so I have to wait till she come.
Okay. Korai? Where's Korai? Are you there? Do you understand what you're doing?
No, so I send you the text.
What did the text say?
I used to send my work, but I said I didn't understand the last 2 questions.
What last 2 questions?
Why and not rocket apps.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna explain it the next time. The next time we do it. All right, make sure when you send your work, take a picture of your notes as well as the grade exercise. Elchanique.
I can send it my notes because my mother left out.
Okay. Elchanique. That's Elchanique. Elchanique, are you there? How are you doing? Where's your I just was gonna ask if you need that.
I don't have my phone, so I can't I trying to get my phone to come here now.
You trying to get your phone to do what?
Come here, because it ain't like where you.
So
I only
if
have my laptop, but I couldn't even reach my own. I had to use a different phone to get on to tell it.
okay. So you need the function stuff.
Like the file to do you the same.
Okay, I know you're wrong, bro. Paper 3 common questions. I sent it inside this chat. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Good.
It downloaded.
Joseph. Go ahead.
I joined back the class because my laptop was shaking out.
What's the name?
Sabria.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Kirkland, did you finish functions? Where's Kirkland? All right, so let's go over. How many persons are finished before I go over it? How many persons are?
I am.
Leon.
Me.
Who else? Who else finished? Okay. Besides
I-
Jeremy and Dion, anyone else finish?
I
I
am.
finished.
Anastasia? All right.
I finished.
Okay. Kendrinique? Anaya? Okay. All right, so let's
I
look at
finished.
China. Okay. All right, so would y'all have for number AI? N is the element of X. Is that true or is that false? N is the element of X. Is that
True.
true or is that false?
That is true.
That is true. Very good. How many persons have true? Let me hear you.
Kidding.
I have two.
Very good.
I have it.
Very
I
good.
have it.
Excellent. Good. Adrian, would you have for number 8 double I? Adrian.
Number 8. I have 1 second.
A double I.
False.
A double I. You have?
False.
False. 3 is not an element of Y. That is false. Why is it false?
Because
Because of what? Y'all gotta talk to me, you know.
Because 3 is an element.
Because it's not in set Y.
3 is an element of Y.
Why?
I mean, because it is in set Y.
So 3 is an element of Y. And so to say that 3 is not an element of Y is false. How many persons got these two right?
I did.
I did.
I
did.
Get it.
All right, good. If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, then you have to put an X and put the right answer inside of it. Okay, the set 7, 9 is a subset of X. Is that true or is that false?
False.
The set 7, 9 is a subset of X.
False.
Is that
True.
true? True or false?
True.
True. True. Very good. True. Kema. Where's Kema? Kema,
Yes, sir.
where's your work? Have you sent it in yet?
Yes, I did.
Have you got these 3 correct or you got them wrong?
I got them correct.
Okay. Do you understand how to do this question? Kema, I'm
No,
talking.
sir.
Say it again.
No, sir.
You don't understand how to do this question?
No, sir.
So how you get it right if you don't understand? I don't understand.
You mean for number 4 or number 3?
I mean the 3 that we have done.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Do I get that?
So the 3rd one you don't know how to, the 4th one you don't know how to do.
No, sir.
Why? It says 1/8 is a subset of Y. What you put for that? Come on.
I put false.
Why you put false? I'm just asking.
Because A is not a subset for Y.
Because 8 is not inside of set 1.
Why?
Very good. So the answer is false. How many persons have false for this one?
I do.
I do.
I did.
I do.
All right. Very good. So the answer is false. False for this. All right. False. Now we have to list the elements of the union. Okay. And so if we list the elements of the union, what all numbers are part of the union? One v one.
1,
1,
3,
1,
5,
7,
3,
9,
13,
5,
and 17.
7, 9,
13, 17, and 5.
Wait, 1, 3, 5. It's 7 now?
Yes.
Do we write 7 twice?
No.
No, one.
No, just once. 1, 3, 5, 7. Do we have a 9?
9, 13,
9, 13,
9,
17.
9, 13. 13 and 17.
5.
5.
17. How many persons got this right?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Me. Me.
Very good. All right, so now for Korai, are you there? Where's Korai?
Hello?
Yes. You say you did not understand how to do this one, right?
Oh,
Okay, so let's say Y complement. So Y complement means that we do not want any of the elements in Y. What are the elements of Y, Korai? What are the elements of Y?
3,
I said Korai, not y'all. What are the elements of Y, Korai?
1, 3, 5, 7.
Good. So that means that we don't want 1 a part of it. We don't want 3 a part of the universal set. What else don't we want? We don't want 5, and we don't want what else?
Need to call it.
Korai?
Hello, sir.
I was saying for Y prime, for Y complement, we do not want any of the elements in Y. So we have to remove it from the universal set. So we don't want 1, we don't want 3, we don't want 5, and we don't want what else? 7. All right, so what elements we left with?
3, 9, 13, 7, 17.
Why you say 3?
Oh, sorry. 7, 9, 13, 17, 11. Oh, I'm
So,
15.
so we left with these ones. So that is gonna be the Y prime or Y complement. So you do not include any elements of Y, so it's gonna be 9, 11, 13, 15, and what else? 17. Does that make sense?
That's all.
Good. How many other persons got this right? Besides?
I did.
I did got it.
I did.
Very good. 9, 11, 13, 15. Excuse me, and 17. So we cannot include any of the elements in Y. Next question. How many elements are in X? Shut up for that one.
5.
5.
5. Because if we look at it, we have 3, we have 7, we have 9, we have 13, and we have 17. So the answer here is 5. Okay, perfect. Next, we have to complete the Venn diagram. So what is the first thing that we're gonna do when we complete this Venn diagram?
To start with the middle.
Start with the intersection, right? So what number or numbers is a part of the intersection?
7.
3 and 7.
3 and 7.
3 and 7, very good. 3 and 7. So, okay, so let's put that in the intersection, 3 and 7. Three.
Excuse me,
And
Mr.
7.
Batiste.
Yes.
If I just put 7, that's half a point.
If you just put 7, you're wrong. You have to put 3 and 7. Because the part 3 and 7 is both of them are in the middle. So what else we have for X besides 3 and 7? We have what?
1 and 5.
9,
9.
17.
9. Dion, what you talking about?
13. 17.
17.
My bad,
13.
I was looking at Y.
13. And what else?
17.
17.
13 and 17, yes. All right, good. And then what we have for Y?
1 and 5.
1 and
We
5.
have 1.
1 and 5.
Yeah, 1 and 5. Okay, so we're done, right? Everything is finished?
No, sir. Those
No,
left.
sir. You have
Yeah.
to add in the morning, please.
So the ones on the outside is gonna be what?
11.
11 and 15.
11 and 15.
11 and 15. Is it weird that we have 2 numbers on the outside?
No.
No.
No, sir.
It could be any amount of numbers on the outside, or it could be no number on the outside. So 15 and
11.
11.
11. But
Can you explain how you get those answers for the diagram?
on the outside,
No, the whole thing for the diagram.
explain it again.
Yeah.
I just
I got
explained it, Jevin. That's what I just did. Let me do it again for you. 3 and 7 goes in the middle. Do you understand why 3 and 7 goes in the middle?
yes, sir.
Because they're the same. They're in both sets. Do you see that?
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
you get to put the X and Y.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me put that. So capital X and then Y. Okay, that's more like it. Okay.
I didn't even read. That's why.
All right, so we have 3 and 7 in the middle, Jevin. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Then we have 3, 7, 9, 13, and 17. That's the elements in X. Do you see that? Jevin?
Yes, sir.
And then for Y, we have 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Those are the elements of Y. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then the elements that are left that we did not use are 11 and 15. So the answer is, so here at the bottom we have 11 and 15. Okay, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, how many persons got all right? Got all right, nothing wrong.
Me.
I did.
Okay, if you got all right, put I inside the chat. If you got all right, put I inside the chat.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
these questions, the first few, I look at them
Uh-huh.
and I try to solve Mr. Petit. I don't even know where to start with these. Like, I don't understand what it's asking me to do.
Oh, wow. Sheesh. Man, that's tough. Okay, no problem. Boy.
Mr. Petit, I feel the same way with factorization. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, where is all these numbers coming from? Because it'll go from one thing to the next, and I lost.
Okay. Good child. All right, Naya, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Explain that explain factorization. Explain the factorization thing to Sienna.
Yes, sir.
Start from the first one. All right.
Yes, sir.
So okay, so who all got all right? Don't lie now. Janelle, Tyra, Shadney, Chai, Renaya, Dion, Anastasia, Sham, China, Rashid, Stacy, Tanaz, Tanisha, Anastasia, Ashanti, Malik, Bethany, Matthew. Where are my boys? I just see a bunch of girls' names there. Where are my boys? Did none of my boys get it right? Get all right?
I got two right.
Miss Reed, I did.
All right, Dion, Matthew, Sam. Okay, good. All right, so awesome. So let's move on to the next one. How many persons got one wrong? One wrong. You got one wrong. Let me hear you. Sabria.
I did.
I
Renai.
did.
Okay, one wrong. Anyone else? Gianna.
I
Okay. How many persons got two
That's
wrong?
when Mr. Potato.
I did.
Two wrong. Two wrong. All right. Yes. Okay.
No, no, Mr. Potato. I
All
actually
right.
got one wrong. Only one wrong.
Only one wrong. Okay. All right. Last question for the night. For math. All right. For this one, we have to construct a table. So we're going to call this graded exercise number 2. So for this one, we have to basically place the correct letter from column B besides the correct symbol in column A. Let me insert a table. And let's say that this table has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rows. And let's say it has 2 columns. On the one side, we have, let's say on this side, we have, call the side column A. Let's call that symbol. On this side, we call this column B. And let's call that the meaning. So for this one, let's call this number 1, and let's say that this one is going to be, let's say that this is we have this symbol for number 1. For number 2, say we have this symbol. For number 3, let's say we have So we have that symbol, number 4. Let's say we have all right. Let me enlarge this. Let's say that this is A. Let's call this the complement. Say that this is B, and let's call this the intersection. Say this is C, let's call this is not a member of. Say this is T, let's call this the union. Say this is E, let's call this subset. Say this is F, let's call this the number of elements. And so I want you to do this particular question. In column A we have in column A we have the symbol, and column B we have the meaning. I want you to choose the correct letter to put on the left hand side. Is it A, B, C, or D, E, or F? Once you are done with it, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can go over it as a class. All right, but on the right hand side, we have the complement, we have the intersection, we have is not a member, we have union, we have subset, and we have the number of elements. So, like I say, once you finish, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. I received from
Mr. Petit, I send.
Malik. Malik, do you follow instructions? I say put the letter. Put the letter, not the word. The letter.
My bad, sir. I'll rewrite it.
Anastasia, you put the answer on the wrong side. I say put it in column A, not column B.
Oh, put the letter. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I sorry about that. I can take it. I can do it and take it over. I mean, I go switch it and take a picture.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll do the same thing.
Thank you, Tiana. Thank you, Sabria. So waiting on the rest of you. Where's Aaron? Aaron Claire? Aaron Claire? Aaron, are you there? Yes, Aaron. All right, once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Sorry, they kicked me out just now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aaron said mine.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I sent my work.
All right, great. Ashton Webb. Where's Ashton? Ashton Webb. Are you there? I need you to take a picture of your work, Ashton. I don't have it. Take a picture of the previous work, of the previous work, and also this one. I need to have it from you. And you do this all the time. You send the work when you feel like sending the work. Ashton, do you hear me? Take a picture of your work and send it to me, please. Hello? Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hear you.
I need you to take a picture of your work
Yes,
and
sir.
send it to me. You know how long I asked you for that from the time the first exercise was completed? Stop doing your own thing in this class, Ashton. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Send the work, man. Ashanti, did you send your work?
No, sir, I can send it right now.
Maybe excuse this.
No problem. Yes, we can.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Egypt. Egypt, are you there?
Yes,
Egypt, where are you?
yes, sir.
Why are you sending me half shortcut work? Hello? You did not do graded exercise number 1.
I sent it.
Say it again.
I did send it.
So you're calling me a liar. That's what you're saying. Your graded exercise number 1. Wait. Let me see something. Why is your hand writing like this, Egypt? Can you write needed in this? Hello, Egypt, I'm talking to you. Can you write needed in this?
Maybe.
Pardon? Hello, Egypt.
Number.
You need to write better than this. Because this is not neat work. And this is your first week. I keep on telling y'all, I'm not a garbage can. Stop giving me garbage. Your handwriting have to be better than this, Egypt. I could barely understand this. Do you write like that in school?
Yes, sir.
But you need to stop because it's not neat. Kai,
Yes, sir.
where's your work for the day?
I have it. Yeah.
Send it for me, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, are we done with this exercise too? Is everyone finished with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you all sent it yet?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yes, are you around, Aaron?
I am headed and I just get out of work.
Okay, good. Once you arrive, can you put Aaron on the phone, please? Because I'm not getting a response when I'm online.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let's answer it together. So will all the words from column B be used?
No, sir.
No. So that means that some of them will not be used. So when we say this symbol, what does this mean? This one. The first
Not
one.
an element.
It's not an element of, or it's not a member of,
Not
right?
an element of.
So what should be here? What letter? What letter?
C.
C. C, very good. How many persons got C, right?
I
Me.
I got that. I did.
All right. Very good. Very good. The rest of y'all gotta talk to me. Did y'all get C right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I did.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Number 2. What is number 2?
E subset.
A and U.
What is it? Subset or union?
E.
Subset or union?
It's subset.
Subset.
Subset. So what letter?
E.
What letter?
E.
E. Very good. How many persons got E right?
I
did.
I got it.
Very good.
I got it.
Very good. Okay, Ma, did you get it right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Janelle, did you get it right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Dante, did you get it right? Is Dante here?
Yes, sir.
Did you get it right?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent the notes for graded exercise number 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And number 3, what is that symbol?
D.
D. Union.
The union. Very good. How do you know it's the union?
This is you.
A capital. It's a U.
Capital U. All right. Then the number 4, the last one is what?
Intersection. D.
Intersection.
Intersection. Very good.
Intersection.
What is that? That's gonna be B.
B.
B. Now do not lie to me. How many persons got 4 out of 4? All right.
No, 4 to 4.
Don't lie to
I
me.
did.
Got it.
I did.
How many persons got 4 out of 4? 4 out of 4. All right. All right. Put I inside the chat if you got 4 out of 4.
Mr. Petit, the other two that you only being put on say.
No,
Why?
because there's no slots for it. Like where you can put it.
Because I use number 4. It's just like the I use it for number 4. I use the number of elements for number 4. I know.
Like I was saying, Anastasia, there's no place for it because I mean we could still answer it. So what is the complement? What's the symbol for the complement? It's gonna be what? What is the symbol for the complement of A? Hello? Are you there?
Prime.
What is it? If we want the complement of A, because we didn't use that. What is the symbol?
A prime.
A prime. A with a dash on it. And what's the
A
symbol
prime.
for the number of elements in set A?
Oh, inside here. Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be what? N open bracket what? Capital A. All right. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock, so that means we have to transition over to English language. So let's take away.
Bye, Mr. B.
All right, take care. All right.
Am I able to give? Yes.
Are you doing English? Yeah, you can go. All right,
Good
today is good night. Today is Wednesday. I cannot believe that it's just me or the week just seemed like it just went by so fast. It's already Wednesday. Wednesday the 4th of October.
It's taking long to over.
You feel that way?
Yes, sir.
I feel like this week just like it's flying through. Like it just was like Tara, like it just was Sunday. You just took the test. Like just what yesterday.
That feels so long ago to me.
All right. So the topic, the last time we did English, what did we do? I can remember.
Comma splices.
Comma splices. Comma splices. And what did we learn about comma slices? Should we have them in our writing or should we not have them in our writing?
We should
No.
not.
We shouldn't.
Grammatical error.
It's a grammatical error, okay? What type of grammatical error is a comma splice? What does it form? And you have it in your writing.
When you don't add a conjunction to it.
I mean, what does it form? It starts with R. It form or what? What type of sentence does it form?
Run on.
A run-on sentence, right? So today we're going to be looking at another type of run-on sentence. So basically, when we talk about the comma splice, a comma splice is when
Sorry
you
for
have...
interrupting.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to continue with math or do English?
No, do this. So didn't I explain it-ish for you?
Yes, sir. See, this is so much.
Well, that's paper 3. What you expect?
All I can say is wow.
Yeah, it's paper 3, man. You won't expect them to be giving you 1 + 1 is 2, isn't it? You're a big girl now. All right, so the topic is, so last time we looked at comma splices. Today we're going to be looking at another type of run-on sentence. We call it, oh, by the way, I was trying to explain this. So this is very important. Let me just kind of let you understand the concept before I actually like dive into it. So the idea with comma splices, so you don't have to write this down. I just want to explain it just conceptually for you. So comma splice. So comma splice is when you have so this is comma splice. So comma splice is when you have a independent clause, right, with another independent clause, right, and you do not use a what? You do not use the proper punctuation, right? So that means you have a comma splice because you did not use a proper punctuation. You did not put the comma with the coordinating conjunction. Is that correct? Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So comma splice is when we have an independent clause with another independent clause, and we do not use the proper punctuation. That's comma splice. Okay. Now, when we're looking at what we're gonna call subordinating clause run on, that's what we're gonna be talking about. That is when you have, so this type that we're gonna talk about today is when you have a dependent clause, right? Along with another dependent clause, and then you have the wrong punctuation. That's how you form this type subordinating clause run on. Or if you have a dependent clause along with a independent clause and you use the wrong punctuation, then we call that subordinating clause run on. Okay. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, those two examples. So last time we looked at when we have independent clause with independent clause, we use the wrong punctuation. Today we're going to be looking at when we have a dependent clause with a dependent clause and we use the wrong punctuation, or when we have a dependent clause and an independent clause and we use the wrong punctuation, and we're going to see how we're going to fix that. All right. So we call it subordinate clause run on. That's a type of run on sentence. So let's go. So subordinate clause run on. So let's first define it. So let's first provide the definition of a subordinate clause run on. So a subordinate, write this down for me, please. Subordinate clause run on, or sometimes we call it subordinate clause splice. So it's two names. You could call it, I mean, for the independent, we call it comma splice. But for this one, when you have a dependent clause with another dependent clause and use the wrong punctuation, we call it a subordinate clause splice. All right. This occurs when a writer improperly combines two or more subordinate clauses and subordinate clauses are just dependent clauses without the proper or the appropriate punctuation or conjunction. The result, or we could say this results. So this results in a sentence that lacks cohesion and clear structure. So for this one, I'm just trying to teach you all the do's and the don'ts of grammar, right? So you do not, that's the last week we learned that you do not combine an independent clause with an independent clause by using a comma only. That's the rule. You cannot do that. You need a coordinating conjunction, right? That's the first rule. Now, this rule we're going to be learning today, you're going to learn that you're going to learn the do's and don'ts of combining two dependent clauses. Like, what can we do? What can we not do? I say punch. It's supposed to be punctuation, not punction. All right. So a subordinate run-on clause or a subordinate comma splice is when we have when we combine two dependent clauses or two subordinate clauses without using the right punctuation. So we can have it where we have two subordinate clauses or two dependent clauses combined, and they have the wrong punctuation or conjunction or connecting stuff. Or we can have a dependent clause and a dependent clause and independent clause come together, and when we combine them wrong, that's called a subordinate clause run on. All right. So let's look at the first example. So I'm gonna put this sentence inside the chat, okay? And I want you to just put inside the chat if you think that it's a run-on sentence, right? Or basically a subordinate clause splice, all right? Then I need you to put what can you put? Put R. If you think it's a run-on, subordinate clause run-on. All right, put R. But if you think that it's a regular sentence or a complete sentence, right, put S. Okay. So if you think it's a regular sentence or a complete sentence, put S. But if you think it's a run-on sentence, put R. So let me put the sentence inside the chart so you can take a good look at it. All right. So you tell me if this is a good sentence, if you don't mind the sentence, or tell me if it's a run-on sentence for you. So although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. If you don't see anything wrong with this sentence, put an S. But if you think it's a subordinate clause run on, then put R. Although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. All right. If you think it is a regular sentence, then put S. But if you think it's a subordinate clause run on, put R. Don't be afraid to answer. Only 14 people answering. Come on. Don't be shy to answer. It says, although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. Do you think that's the right? Do you think that as it is already good? Or do you think that it's a subordinate clause run on? Put your answer inside the chat, please. Come on, way more of you need to answer. Only 21 of you have answered so far. Come on, the rest of you need to answer.
Excuse me, Mr. Petite.
Uh-huh.
May I use the bathroom, please?
Did you answer in the chat?
No, sir.
Answer in the chat, please, then you can go. All right, I need the rest of you to answer. Although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. Only a few of you are answering. Come on, the rest of you need to answer in the chat before I start calling your name. Although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. If you think that there's nothing wrong with the sentence, then put S. If you think that this is a run-on sentence, subordinate clause run-on, put R. All right. Dion, what you think?
I think it's a proper sentence.
Think it's a proper sentence? Okay. Thank you. Tyra, what you think?
I believe that it's a proper sentence.
Okay, proper sentence. Naya, what you think?
I think it's a run-on sentence.
Think it's a run-on? Okay, if you think it's a run-on, what would you do to make it not be a run-on?
I would put a comma between project and in.
You would put a comma between project and in? And it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, why would you do that?
I just think it would make more sense.
Just think it would make more sense. Is it grammatically right though? That's the thing. Can you connect a dependent clause with an independent clause using a comma?
No, sir.
Yeah, put full stop.
Someone said they'll put a yes. Someone said they'll put a full stop. Okay, let me check the chat. I see S, 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 R, mostly S. Mostly S. Okay, mostly S. And some are, but mostly S. Okay, this is actually a perfect example of a subordinate clause run-on. Okay. So this is definitely a subordinate clause run-on. I'm gonna put SC run-on. Okay. And this is why a lot of you are failing English. Because you think it's a sentence, but it's not a sentence. All right. It is a subordinate clause run-on. How do we know it's a subordinate clause run-on? First, let's identify the parts. This part, it say, although I had reservations about the project, that is a dependent clause or a independent clause. Although I had reservations about the project, that's a dependent clause or independent clause?
Dependent clause.
Dependent.
Dependent. Why?
Because
That's
it's
the
gonna be
subordinating
specific.
clause, although.
Because it starts with a subordinating conjunction, although, right? So, although I had reservations about the project, it was essential for our company's growth. That this part is what? It was essential for our company's growth. That's a what? What type of clause is
Independent.
this?
Independent.
That very good.
Independent.
That's independent. So here we have a dependent clause and an independent clause. If you're trying to connect them, right? There's no punctuation, conjunction, nothing in the middle, right? So we have to correct it, right? So how would we correct it? All right. How can we correct it? So let's do the corrected version of this. All right. So although I had reservations about the project, comma, it was essential for our company's growth. That's how you could correct it. All right. So you could correct it by putting a comma. Now, this is not two independent clauses. This is not two dependent. Sorry, this is not two independent clauses where you can't use a comma to connect them, because these are one is independent and one is dependent. We could connect it with a comma, with just a comma. We don't need like and or but.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
mean?
why I say comma, because I know you said you can't use the comma if you don't have a conjunction.
You could use a comma, but the two things that you're connecting cannot be an independent clause. Like there we have dependent and independent. So we could connect that with a comma. But if we have two independents, we can't connect them with just a comma. We need a comma and a coordinating conjunction. Okay? So this is the correction. So in order to correct these subordinate run-on clauses, you can use a comma. All right? Now, another way that we could correct this is that we can correct it by, correction, this one is a correction using a comma. Another way that we can correct it is that we could use a semicolon, all right? So we can say, although I had reservations about the project, semicolon, it was essential for our company's growth. So that's another way that we could correct it. So correction, we can use a semicolon for that.
So if it's a dependent and independent, you could use the comma. But if it's an independent and independent, you can't use the comma.
You can't just
That's
use a
what you
comma.
said.
You have to use a comma with a coordinating conjunction. You understand?
Oh,
that?
okay. All right, then I get it now.
And then there's one more way that we could correct this. So we could use a comma, we could use a semicolon. What else we could use? There's one more way we could correct this. Anyone want to try? One more way. Why don't we restructure the whole sentence? Why don't we say, how can we like change it around? Like how could we switch it up?
We could put the independence in the front and the dependent to the.
Yeah. So we could say, so we could restructure the sentence. We can say the project was essential for our company's growth, comma, even though I had reservations about it. All right, so that's another way we can correct it. So we can correct it by restructuring the whole sentence itself. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can
Yes, sir.
restructure the sentence. So there are basically three ways. I mean, there's another fourth way, but I don't want to get to that one. There are three ways that we can restructure. There are three ways that we can correct subordinating run-on clause. What are those three ways?
By using a comma, semicolon, or reconstruction.
Very good. We could use a comma, semicolon, or we can restructure the entire sentence. All right.
Yes, sir.
So once you finish, write that down, then we can move on to the next part. We can also split the sentence and like break it into two. That's another way that we could do it, but I'm just gonna focus on these two ways. All right. Are we done with this slide, or I need to wait on some
No.
people's?
So, wait.
Let's wait. Okay. So while we wait on you who are still writing, I am going to put a sentence on the board, and you tell me in the chat whether it is a subordinating run-on clause, run-on, or is it or if it's a proper sentence, okay? So I can say because he dedicated let me make sure it's white. So because he dedicated years to his research, he deserved recognition his contributions were significant. So tell me, is this sentence, let me fix it properly. Is it a subordinating clause run on? Or is it a regular sentence that you could use in your paragraph? Tell me if it's a, write R for run on and write S for proper sentence. It says, because he dedicated years to his research, he deserved recognition. His contributions were significant. All right, tell me if it's a regular sentence by writing, if it's a regular sentence, and write S. If it's a subordinating clause run on, write R. Okay, because he dedicated years to his research, he deserved recognition. His contributions were significant. What do you think? All right, tell me, is it a subordinating clause run on, or is it a run on, or is it a complete sentence? All right, what you all say in the chat? Let me check. It is. All right, Samuel. Samuel.
Yes, sir.
I call you calling Samuel. I mean Sam. Why you say it's a sentence? You put S.
To be honest, sir, I missed the last couple of days class and I haven't got the notes. So I just, I just guessed that one.
There's nothing that we said today that depends on last class. Everything we said today is strictly on this class. So look carefully at it, at the notes, right? And look carefully at the example, okay? Is this a run-on sentence, Sam? It says, because he dedicated years to research, he deserved recognition. His contributions were significant. Where's the comma? Do we see any commas, colons, nothing?
Unfinished now.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Look good.
you see it, right? All right, so in the chat, please write your correction to the sentence. How would you correct the sentence if you were the one correcting it? Because it's a run-on sentence, but how would you correct it? All right, which would you write? So in the chat, please tell me, how would you correct the sentence? I have, because he dedicated years to his research, he deserved recognition. His contributions were significant. Now, obviously that's not right. It's a run-on. It's a subordinating clause run-on. But how would you correct it? Okay, like, what would you write? I need the sentence. All right. Thank you, Chardonnay. Thank you, Kenrick. Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Kaden. I want you all to be careful. Naya, that's a slick move. Where's Naya? Where is
Yes,
she?
sir.
That is very slick. That is very slick. Oh my goodness. You just avoided a whole school thing just now. Like, you dodged it like a bullet. I only see one correct answer in this chat. Just one. Let me ask you a question. What if something needs two commas? Ever thought about that? Like this sentence, you see how long it is? Do you think it just need one? Look at it. Or do you think it needs two? Think about it. A lot of y'all put one, which is right, but y'all didn't put the other one. This sentence actually needs two commas. All right? It needs two commas. Where would we put the first one?
Semicolon.
Where would we put the first comma? Because he dedicated years to research, where would we put the first comma?
After research and after recognition.
After research, very good. So because he dedicated years to his research, comma, he deserved recognition. Where we put the second comma?
After recognition.
Yes, after recognition. Very good. Comma. And then we're gonna put, because this is he deserved recognition. His contributions were significant. We have to put what? Either you're gonna put a semicolon or you're gonna put a comma and put since. All right. So that's the best correction that I. So you would say, because you can't just say, you can't connect, because this is an independent clause. He deserves recognition. So you can't just put a comma there without a coordinating conjunction. So you need to say, he deserves recognition, comma, since his contributions were significant. All right. Or you can say, he deserves recognition because his contributions were significant. Or you can say, he deserves recognition, comma. Like you cannot just put, he deserves recognition, comma, his contributions were significant. No, that wouldn't be right. You need something to connect it. So you can say, he deserves recognition for, you could say for, I think for is better, for his contributions were significant. Or you can just change the whole sentence, like restructure it, like Naya did. She said, which I really like. She said, let me look for her one. She said, oh boy, yours is Naya, looking for it. I trying to find it. Okay, the years dedicated to his research deserve recognition, comma, because his contributions were significant. That is very good. That's perfect restructuring. And Zara, you could go. And I think Tyra, you'd switch it up too. His contributions were significant, comma, and he deserved recognition, comma, because he dedicated years to his research. Yeah. Yeah. That's also good. Switcheroo of it. Very good. I like that too. All of it is good because after each independent clause connected with another independent clause, you put a comma and a coordinating conjunction. Very good, Tara. Good. So,
Thank you.
all right. Y'all think you're ready for the exercise or we need another example?
We ready for
Ready for
exercise?
the exercise.
Oh, yeah. That's what they always say. Let's see. All right. So, oh boy, this could be interesting. So you can correct a coordinate, you can correct a subordinate clause or run-on clause. You can correct a subordinate clause run-on by just putting a comma. Sometimes it may need more than one comma. If it needs more than one comma, then you put more than one. If it needs only one, then you will put only one. You can correct it by what else? What's another way besides the comma? You can do what?
Semicolon.
You can put a semicolon. Very good. And what's the other way?
Reconstruct.
Semicolon or restructuring.
You could restructure the whole sentence, okay? Which one you're gonna use? Which one is your go-to? Restructure, comma, or colon?
Restructure.
Colon.
Colon. All right. All right. All right, so Let's begin. So for these ones, I'm going to give you a subordinate clause run on, and you're going to, correct it by using any means that you would like. So graded exercise. Number 1. I almost put number 2. I think about maths. Yeah, so all of the red. So okay, so in each case, correct each of the following subordinate clause run-on sentences. I'm going to start off pretty easy, and then I'm going to amp it up.
You don't have to do a mistake.
Number 1, because I was running late, I missed the bus. Number 2, although she studied hard, she did not perform well on the test. Correction. Number 3, after the rain stopped, we decided to go for a walk.
So we just like fixing it,
Just
changing it
fixing it.
around.
Just fix it. You're either going to put a comma, semicolon, or restructure. All right. Since it was cold outside, I wore my warmest jacket. Number 5, although the hike was challenging, we reached the summit, and the view was breathtaking. Number 6, While I understand the importance of the meeting, I struggled to stay focused as my mind kept wandering. After the storm passed, we went outside to assess the damage. And finally, number 8, if the weather cooperates well, we will have a picnic. I have prepared sandwiches. So in each case, we have the subordinate we have subordinate clause run-on sentences. And so the idea is to look at those subordinate clause run-on sentences and to make the correction, okay? To make the correction to them. You can use a comma, semicolon, or you can restructure it. But you just have to make the correction to it. Once you finish, take a picture of your notes as well as the graded exercise. Again, once you finish, take a picture of your notes as well as the graded exercise. Again, once you finish, take a picture of your notes as well as the graded exercise. Tanaz, what number are you on?
I'm on number 7.
Okay. Renaya, what number are you on?
7.
Korai, what number are you on?
5.
What number are you on?
5.
5. Do you understand what to do?
I think so. So.
Okay. Kai, did you send the math works that I asked for?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jalen, what number you on?
What?
What number are you on?
I am number 3.
Right. Chanel, what number are you on?
Number 6.
Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Garvin Lawrence, what number are you on?
Number 5.
Do you understand what number? Sorry, do you understand what to do? Garvin, do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Did you send all of the math notes and everything?
From the previous class.
I mean, from today.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
You did?
Yeah. Yes, sir, I did.
Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
For number 6, it says, while I understand the importance of the reading, I struggle. Is it supposed to be struggles or struggle?
With a D. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Who's that speaking?
Sabria.
Okay. Just trying to recognize these voices. Denisha, what number are you on?
I'm number 8.
Okay. Again, once you are finished with your work, take a picture of your notes from English, as well as your graded exercise work. Ajani, did you send me your work already?
This one?
No, I mean the math.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bethany, what number are you on?
5.
All right. Chai, what number you on? Chai Knowles.
I'm on number 2.
Have you already written all the questions down?
No, sir.
How come you only on number 2? What are you doing in the back there? I forget you was right slow. China, what number are you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Ciara, what number are you on? Ciara, what number are you on? Where's Ciara? Ciara Reckley, are you there? Joseph Kalma, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You have not sent me any math notes as yet. Take a picture of your work and send it to me, Joseph, and stop doing foolishness in my class. Oh, by the way, why are you sending me screenshots of the work that I have given you? Do you think I need a screenshot of it? Or do I need to see it in your book?
I don't actually say last time.
What? What'd you say?
I don't actually say it last time.
I don't understand what you're saying. What you say? I'm asking, why do I need a screenshot of my own work? That's what I'm asking you. Why do you think I need a screenshot of my work? Do you think I need a screenshot of it? Or do you think I need it in your book? Which part of that? Which one?
I thought you asked that last time.
Why would I want a screenshot of my work? I want to see it in your book, Joseph. Every class you take in a shortcut. How you think you can make it and be successful if you keep on taking shortcuts? That don't make no sense, man. You have to do the work. So tonight, what you need to do is you need to send me the math and the general science notes that you didn't write, but you take a screenshot of. Like I need any screenshot. That's just foolish, man. Dwayne Slew, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What number are you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. And do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. And Egypt, what number are you on?
Number 4.
Number what? I can't hear you, you know. What number are you on?
Number 6.
That's much better. Number 6. If you have your mic all muffled, how are I supposed to hear you? I don't even make sense. I need to be able to hear you in the class. Because you ought to be doing all sorts of things in the back there. And people is not watching you. Altronic, what number you on? Altronic? Where's Altronic? On there from Altronic. Ebony, what number you on?
Number 5.
Tell me, did you finish functions?
No, sir.
What you want? 2000 and 2000 and what?
I have to look for the work.
Okay. Don't leave Aden the class, Altronic. Kendrick, what number you on?
Number 7.
Okay. And where's the sister? Kendrick. I don't think, is she doing English? Was she have a math?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Stene Penniman.
Yes, sir.
Y'all internet is up and down today.
Yes, sir. Not today.
Say it again.
Yes, sir. Not.
I could barely hear you. Say it again. Let me call you. Don't worry. Let me call you.
But I'm still trying to do the work.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that. Do you have any questions on this?
Pardon?
you have any questions on this? Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. You sent in the notes.
Very good. Samaya?
Sorry.
Samaya?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in the mark notes for the day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What number are you on right now?
I'm on number 2 answering the question.
Okay. Go ahead, Anastasia.
Mr. Petit, I
Mhm.
could be excused, please. I already sent my work.
Who's that?
Anastasia.
Oh, you can't wait for the answers?
I can wait.
We only can take 5 minutes. All right. So let's go over these, right? Let's answer these. I think for the most part, these were easy, right? The general rule. Yes, no, maybe so. What y'all think?
I do not know.
Yeah, for the most part, they were easy. All right, because I was running late, I missed the bus. How do we correct that? Do we say?
I missed the bus because I was running late.
How can we correct this? All we need to do is add a comma. Because I was running late, comma, I missed the bus. How many persons got that? Because I was running late.
I got that, Mr. Petit.
I missed the bus. All right. Anyone put anything different than this and want me to check it? See if it's right?
I put restructuring.
Okay, what did you put?
I put while running late, I missed the bus.
And then I was running late because I missed the bus.
Okay, I was running late. I was running late, comma, because I missed the bus is correct. While running late, someone say something about while running late, something.
While running late, I missed the bus.
While running late. Do you put a comma? Did you put a comma?
Yes, sir. Between late and I.
Okay, that's good. That'll work. While running late, comma, I missed the bus. Yeah. Uh-huh. Someone else had something else to say?
Mr. B.
Yeah.
I had one do. I missed the bus because I was running late.
I missed the bus, comma, because I was running late. That could work. Yes. Okay, although she studied hard, she did not perform well on the test. Where we gonna put the comma? Although she studied hard, comma, she did not perform well on the test. How many persons have that?
I do.
Very good. And next one. Number 3. After the rain stopped, comma, right? We decided to go for a walk. All right, that's the correct answer. After the rain stopped, comma, we decided to go for a walk. So basically, it's about making sure that we put the comma in the right place. Now, for these ones, we do not have to put we don't have to put coordinating conjunctions unless it's 2 independent clauses together. Okay, number 4, since I was cold, I wore my warmest jacket. How can we correct that? How can we correct that?
I wear my warmest jacket, semicolon, since it was cold outside.
I wore my warmest jacket, semicolon, since it was cold outside. Yeah, that could work. Or you could just say, since it was cold outside, comma, I wore my warmest jacket. How many persons got that for number 4?
I did.
Very good.
I did, Mr. Petit.
I
did.
Very good.
I did.
Now, number 5 is tricky. Number 5 is very tricky. Although the hike was challenging, comma, we reached the summit, comma, and the view was breathtaking. many persons got that?
Yes.
I got it.
Me.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I got that.
Very good. Although the hike was challenging, comma, we reached the summit, comma, and the hike and the view was breathtaking. Very good.
I passed the Guinness World Record, Mr. Batik. Is this the first time I get one of your bonus questions right?
All right, number 6. While I understand the importance of the meeting, I struggled to stay focused as my mind kept wandering. How are we gonna do this? Let's see. While I okay, let me put correction. While I understand the importance of the meeting, comma, I struggle to stay focused. Where can we put the next comma?
Right after focus.
After focus.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I positive.
You positive?
Yes, sir.
All right. He says he's positive. While I understand the importance of the meeting, I was put understood, sorry. Because it's past tense. While I understood, sorry about that. While I understood the importance of the meeting, it's supposed to be understood. While I understood the importance of the meeting, I struggled to stay focused, comma, as my mind kept wandering. So comma is supposed to be after focused. All right. How many persons got that? Number 6.
I
I
did.
did.
I got them as a
I get it all right so far.
Excellent. That's Kaden, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. After the storm passed, we went outside to assess the damage. After the storm passed, we went outside to assess the damage.
Comma.
Comma where?
After.
After the storm.
After
after pass.
After the storm passed. Very good. We went outside to assess the damage. All right. And finally, if the weather cooperates, we will have the picnic. I have prepared sandwiches.
I put instruction.
Okay, how did you restructure it?
I have prepared sandwiches. We will have a picnic if the weather cooperates with us.
Okay, did you put a comma anywhere?
Yes, sir.
After what?
After if the weather cooperates with us.
You said, I have prepared sandwiches.
Yes, sir. That's
And then
my
you
first
say, we will have a picnic
next comma.
if the weather cooperates with us.
Yes, sir.
You have to say, I have prepared for sandwiches, comma, and we will have a picnic. You have to put that on there. You can't just put a comma there. You have to put the on.
So, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I put on, we will have a picnic, and I have prepared sandwiches. Is that still right?
Wait. Let me do the correction first. I ain't corrected yet. So the regular correction is that if the weather cooperates, comma, we will have a picnic, comma, and I have prepared sandwiches. You have to put the and there because those two are independent clauses. So you have to put the and there too. You have to put the and there as a coordinating conjunction. So if the weather cooperates, comma, we will have a picnic, comma, and I have prepared sandwiches. All
Okay,
right.
I get all right.
Anyone else got all right? Anyone else got all
I
right?
got 8 out of 9, so.
8 out of 9.
I got 1 wrong.
1 wrong. Okay. All right. Okay. Once you have taken a picture of your works, you can leave. Once you've taken a picture of your of your work you
Good
can
night.
leave,
Good night, Mr. Bitch.
except
Mr.
for wait,
Good night, Mr. G.
except for Sienna, Naya, Eltronique. That's Eltronique. Eltronique and Evanice and Aaliyah, and that's it. Everybody else could go. Once you take a picture of your work and send it to me.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Yeah.
Badid. And one more thing, Mr. Badid.
Good night.
I might run a little late tomorrow for class. Is that okay with you?
What you have to do?
I have basketball practice until 6:30.
You on the basketball team?
Yes, sir.
Who was let me end this recording before I ask the question. Who was